Hello, everybody. I'm here with Graham Price today, coach, psychologist, mindset trainer, also creator of the Positive Mindset Training. And you probably will remember Graham from Escape the Rat Race earlier this year, where you came and were our guest speaker in February at the event.
I was.
Just downstairs, we're at the 8 Club in London, and I've been speaking with Graham today and really just trying to evolve where we got to from that meetup. And some of the people that attended that meetup have been through the Positive Mind Training.
They have, indeed they have.
And I myself have also been through the training, and I've seen the power of it. And I know that really one of the key things that holds people back is belief in themselves, a little bit of fear that holds people back. And these are areas which you cover in the training, along with some other very clear and specific strategies. And it's something that for all Inner Circle members, I truly believe would be hugely advantageous and beneficial for you to have a look at the training as well. So Graham, would you mind giving us a little bit more of an insight into some of the benefits and reasons why someone might want to take a look at the training and how that can help somebody who's juggling a 9-to-5 job and starting a business, some of those challenges that come up along the way?
Sure. Well, I'm a little bit familiar with your organization now, ETRR, and I think you're doing a great job on business training. But I from my experience, first in the corporate world for most of my career and more recently in business myself, I've come to realize that to be successful in life, you need obviously the skills, you need business knowledge and business skills and so on. But to me, the other thing you need is mindset. And the people who are really successful in business and in life are people who have got a powerful mindset.
Yeah.
And to me, mindset is even more important than the skills. I'm not sure I have that many skills in business, but I seem to be remarkably successful given that I have a very, very strong mindset.
Yeah.
And so I'm a bit of an expert on mindset. And yes, the training you referred to, the Positive Mind Training, does teach a lot of psychology and a lot of things that improve people's mindset. And now your question was wanting to know a little bit more about mindset and about how we develop it. Anyone who came to that talk that I gave in February would know that this surprises people, but mindset is developed not mainly by our upbringing and by how we were parented and so on. The biggest single factor in developing mindset is your behavior. So behavior is the big thing that generates mindset, and that's good news. Because if it was all about your upbringing and education and so on, it'd be a little bit late, wouldn't it? You'd be kind of stuck with it. So, but the good news is, no, you can change mindset through behavior. And goodness me, when I discovered that in my 20s, and discovered a whole lot of other tools that I teach in this Positive Mind Training, my life changed so dramatically, I just couldn't recognize myself within a few months.
Yeah. And I know there's some members in the Inner Circle. We've had some conversations, and you've said, it just feels like no matter what you do, it's clarity as to whether you're on the right path and whether you have what it takes to actually achieve that success. How quickly can someone change, Graham, if they apply the right strategies to their mindset?
My goodness, when I learned some of the tools that I teach in this training, I was incredibly lucky. I was in my sort of early 20s when I first learned some of this stuff. I just was lucky enough to meet some amazing people who taught it to me. My life changed pretty dramatically in 2 months. But I started applying the tools straight away. So, for example, in my early 20s, I was pretty nervous speaking to groups. I was a nervous presenter and so on. I was in the corporate world already and had to present, and I used to get quite anxious. And I resolved that within days, I would say, of learning how to do it, which I've now taught thousands of people. But within 3 months of being a pretty anxious speaker to small groups around a table in a corporate, I was speaking on stage alone to an audience of 1,000 people, entertaining them and loving it. That was within That was within 3 months of learning how to get control of this. Yeah.
So I would ask all of you, imagine how things would change for you if in 90 days time, after watching Graham's training, actually challenging yourself to show up, to practice and reinforce everything that you've learned. How would that change things for you if your mindset completely shifted 180 degrees from where it is today? And I know, obviously, having been through the training, just how much of an impact that can have on you too. So Graham, what would be the next steps for somebody who's maybe thinking, okay, this sounds interesting. How can they?
Well, I give away. It's not. I don't give it away to everyone. For most people, even the introductory webinar has to be paid for. But to your audience, I'm very happy to give away the introductory webinar. It's on a website.
We can share the link.
We can share the link. And they should do that free. So, you can give them a link and they can do that free. And then there is then a course of 4 more webinars. Now, the unique thing about it is that, they have to pay a little bit of money to do the course after they've seen the intro free. But we guarantee they get their money back.
Right.
So we call it a temporary investment, and there is no way that people won't get that back very quickly after doing the course, and we guarantee that if they don't get it back through the mechanism we give them on the course to achieve that, we refund them. So the whole course is effectively free. It's pretty unusual.
Well, thank you for that, and I highly encourage all of you to take up Graham's kind offer there, to take that first webinar, experience it for yourself, see the impact that has, and take things from there. And Graham, we're talking about some things to do as well in the future, aren't we, to follow up from the webinars that we can absolutely make some amazing changes over the next 6 to 12 months for everyone.
Absolutely. And now we're talking about huge goals in terms of spreading this training around the world, and people who take the training and then get on board and help us a little bit in that will be well rewarded. So that's where we're heading.
Exciting things.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time today, Graham.
Been a pleasure.